2K dropped a huge patch today that is very important and for the first time has patch notes. We're going to cover the most important ones and leave out ones you don't care about, like fixed a rare hang that could occur in the W after editing team branding, and go over everything coming out in Season 2. In case you're wondering the legitimacy of this patch, it was posted by Mike Wing himself on his Twitter last night, aka Baluba, the 2K Sports gameplay director for NBA 2K. So we're gonna bust open these patch notes and read every single one that's actually important. The first one says, here are some key changes in the upcoming NBA 2K23 update this week. Note, this update will be released soon ahead of Season 2, but is not available yet at the time of this post. So it might not be out depending on when you watch this video, but this will be coming out very soon. Okay, so there's so many things that 2K dropped in this patch. It's going to be a long video probably, but I think the most important one, or close to the most important, was core my player progression speed has been slightly increased, fixed an issue that was preventing certain tier 3 badges from being cored, and fixed a rare issue that could cause certain equipped animations to reset to default. So the animation reset is supposed to get fixed, and for the people that put their plus badges into, like for finishing, for example, if you had 12 finishing and then you put it up to 16 with your plus 4 badges, the game would not recognize that you had enough points to get a tier 3 badge. So for example, if you tried to core silver limitless takeoff, it would not work, or silver slither, you know, anything like that. The game did not recognize you had enough badge points to even earn that badge or core it at all. So now you're probably going to be able to do that if they fixed it from what they're saying. Now into the gameplay, it says fixed a problem with certain standing layups that would cause them to fade away from the rim instead of towards it, address an issue where the user could momentarily lose control while defensive shading. The dream shake badge will now lessen the penalty when chaining multiple fakes together. So I feel like the most important one right there is where you would just randomly lose control on defense. So hopefully they actually did fix that. Now this next one was making a lot of people mad. It says air balls will no longer occur when shot timing is slightly early, slightly late, or better. Shot timing will now work correctly for hook shots when playing online games, which I'm very confused about. I'm not sure if that means it got buffed or I don't know. Anyway, the frequency of contact dunks on lower difficulty levels has been increased, so that's not for park. Made shots will now have more ball rim physics interaction variation rather than always swishing. So no more airballing slightly lates and slightly earlies after this patch drops. Guys, let me know in the comment section, is this patch a W or an L so far? I do believe that 2K has done really good with this patch. The next one says shot fakes that could force the player to go out of bounds unintentionally will no longer do so. CPU players no longer use layup timing as they were unrealistically proficient with it, which, bro, in my career they were hitting crazy stuff. 60%, 80% layups. Then my career CPUs were demons out there, better than most park players. If you didn't block that shot, it had a very high chance of going in. Anyway, as some of you know, there was a badge glitch in NBA 2K23. It had to do with the college flashback quest where you were able to change your sliders. Now, you were able to change your sliders in that game, and it carried over to the rest of your game. So you could start a game on Hall of Fame and you would basically have like rookie sliders, you know what I'm saying? You were able to shoot fadeaway threes and hold it all the way down and it would still go in. So people were getting their badges much faster and their cores much faster than a lot of people. Anyway, today, as you see, that was patch. So no more badge glitch in the game as of right now. Of course, a new one might pop up, but the one everyone was using is gone. And 2K, I know you be checking my account sometimes. I've done no glitches this year, and that's why I have not got banned. I'm not getting banned this year on 2K23. But anyway, we got more to get into. There's a lot of patch notes, as I told you guys. City / Pro-Am / Rec / Theater. Many improvements to performance and stability have been made to enhance the overall experience in the city. The court status overlay is now available when standing on a got next spot in the city. So 2K, I'm really impressed with these patch notes and what you did in this patch, man. It just keeps getting better and better. So this next one is very important. It says the remaining players in head-to-head games will now be awarded a win if all other players have left. So I'm guessing this is about the rec quest. Like I told you guys, when people would quit in the rec, it didn't count on your season quest to hit legend, and now that's finally fixed. So hopefully this also transfers over to next season. It says games played in the theater will now properly count towards the user skill level progression. Various fixes and improvements have been made to private matchmaking and squads, including when entering the event center. So all three of those are very important. I wish 2K would have fixed the rec thing earlier, because as you guys have known that have been watching, I had to get 135 something wins in rec to get my 100 wins, because so many people were quitting and it would not count as a rec win. So I don't know, I really hope that applies to whatever they have next season as well. Then when you would go into the event center when there was an event, it was messing up from time to time. So hopefully 2K fixed that as well, like they said in that patch, and we have more to go over. Yes, there is even more. Fix an issue that could cause some weekly quests to expire early. This was happening to me over and over. So as you all know, to get perks this year, you have to do those weekly quests, and mine were just gone after like 1 to 2 days. If I didn't do it super fast, it was gone for the rest of the week, and that hopefully is now fixed like they said in the patch notes. I'm going to keep saying hopefully because like it says in the patch notes, but we never know until we actually see it, you know. Anyway, resolved an issue with adrenaline boost occasionally displaying the incorrect number remaining. So there was no actual glitch where it was taking away your adrenaline boost. As we now know, it was just showing it incorrectly. So if you just started the play and you had 2, you actually did have 3 the entire time. It just did not show you, which is another W, man. So many important things are being fixed. Like they're small sometimes, but they're also important at the same time, if that makes sense. I'm not gonna lie, extreme W on this patch, but what we have also seen is that Mike Wang is not wanting to actually change gameplay things like steals being too overpowered like some people are saying, or paint defense not being as good. Nothing was changed in that area. It was just actual problems with the game. So something that was controversial, or one side is on the other where it's not like 100% oh the animation glitch needs to be patched, where no one's going to complain about, that is not being changed at the moment. From what we know, Mike Wang is not wanting to change, as we see from the patch notes itself, anything with the actual gameplay, like sliders on steals being too frequent or not, you know what I'm saying? So that is pretty interesting right there, that he stood his ground completely, not one actual change to the sliders of the gameplay. Let me know how you guys feel about that, because I know there were so many people that were on one side of steals being way too overpowered or steals being just fine, you know. So let me know how you feel about that in the comment section down below. But I just found that very interesting that he died on the hill this year. Mike Wang didn't change nothing. He said, no, you guys are getting the same exact game, no changes, because a lot of people every year complain about the game being ruined with the first gameplay patch. So I think that that's the reason why he did that. Anyway, 2K has finally dropped what is coming out in Season 2. Their tweet on the reveal says, the NBA season is underway. Blaze your own trail through the Wild West to earn all new rewards. Details here. So when you click on that, it says this right here. Dual players around the world on the court and gain notoriety as an elite hooper. Season 2 is decked out with thematic Wild West courts and artwork, setting the stage for some high-scoring shootouts, challenge the competition, and earn XP to redeem for all new rewards, including new jump shot meters and releases, a skeleton outfit, and a level 40 Jabba Waquez outfit. It's time to prepare for the NBA regular season and spooky season in NBA 2K23. So the skeleton is coming back in 2K23, and as you guys seen, the level 40 reward is a Jabba Waquez. I don't know if I'm saying it wrong, but that mascot right there, as you see right here. So you get the little mask on and the outfit. But let me know how you guys feel about that, bro. Is that a W or an L? Because I don't really know. I don't really care that much about the season rewards at the moment, if they're good or not, due to 2K giving us a legend grind, which was one of the most important things I asked for last year. Now, this is what the skeleton's also going to look like. It's green this year. Which skeleton costume color do you want for spooky season? So I'm guessing there's going to be multiple different colors you can buy. I don't know, but I really hope it just doesn't mess with the gameplay, because last year it kind of did. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but when someone had that mascot on, it just, they weren't in the right spot where you thought they were. I don't know how to explain it besides that, but the skeleton is coming back. It's just going to be different colors. Now, A. Cardi replied to their tweet and said, less cosmetic rewards, please. And it would be very cool to see 2K do some type of actual gameplay rewards, not just the legend reward for the season, you know, not just the one badge point, because that one badge point doesn't really do a lot. So I'm not complaining. I'm not saying, oh, they're trash, whatever. It would just be cool to see 2K add something, like I said, +1 attribute, and you could go from 83 driving dunk to 84, and that's going to give you contact dunks on your build, you know, something like that. I don't know though. That's up to the people that's getting paid right now that work for 2K to come up with these reward ideas. So we will see what they come up with. I'm just trying to throw some hints out there. Anyway, as you all know, Ronnie 2K and Klay Thompson have had this, you know, ongoing beef for a minute now. Well, Klay Thompson actually apologized in his recent Instagram story. He said, I would like to apologize to @Ronnie2K. I was in my feelings about a fictitious rating, and I took out my anger on him with trolling in the comments. Cyberbullying is super lame and loser behavior, and for that, I'm sorry, bro. And that's true. That is true. Cyberbullying is kind of lame. I'm not going to lie. Those people that, I'm not even going to get into it. You know what I'm saying? But just don't be on the internet spreading so much negativity. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Just go somewhere else with that. Like, just don't even say anything if you got to be super negative. You know what I'm saying? But that's cool of Klay Thompson to apologize, even though it really wasn't that big of a deal if you guys seen the post in the last video. But guys, how do you feel about NBA 2K23 after this patch once it drops? What do you think? I think that 2K did a lot of very important patches. The only thing they did not touch was actual gameplay sliders that we know of at the moment. So they didn't touch anything like steal frequency being too high or too low, or dunks or paint defense. You know, they changed actual real issues in the game that's 100% no one would complain about being changed. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of like that, but at the same time, you know, there is some gameplay things that should be changed in my opinion, as I've told you guys. But hey man, I'm not too mad. Either way, I'm gonna adapt. I'm gonna be able to win on 2K23, and I like the game at the moment. It's not perfect. It's probably like an 8 out of 10, but it's doing really good. It's definitely better than 2K21 and 2K22 already. Like for sure, better than both of those games in my opinion. Now, one thing I did notice that 2K hasn't addressed or changed yet, I haven't really had the time to sit down and think about everything that, you know, was in the patch, because I'm giving it to you guys right away, is the fact that yes, they did just go in and change it to where now you can get like GOAT status playing in the theater, but they didn't change the progression. You don't actually get a lot of progression or badge progression, core progression, all that type of stuff in the theater. And I don't think that 2K meant it to be like that. Maybe they did, but you get like maybe a quarter of what you get for playing in the park. Maybe they did that because it's matchmaking and you get games faster, but it's still not even close to the amount you get in the park. So I'm really excited for season 2. I want to see what the courts look like tomorrow, and I also want to see what the season quests are to hit legend, because bro, if they got Wreck in there again, I'm gonna be sick. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be really sick, because those were a long grind. I played for a week straight, awake to sleep, basically grinding those 100 Wreck wins, and people were quitting and I wasn't getting wins. They were quitting in the fourth quarter. They would play the whole game, then quit in the fourth quarter, bro. It was pain, or the third quarter. Like, it was so bad, but I'm glad they finally fixed that, and hopefully that carries over to the other season quests for the rest of the year, whatever they put out. But guys, I'm planning to hit legend around probably season 4. We'll see how it goes. As you all know, man, I've been grinding really hard, daily uploading while grinding for legend. So please drop a like, hit that subscribe button if you're new. Let me know how you feel about this video in the comment section down below. Click one of these 2 videos, guys. I have a video where I showed you how to do every dribble move in the game on my channel like a week ago. Go check that out. I got dribble moves. I got everything you could possibly need. And if I don't, let me know in the comment section what I need to post for you, because I will try to help you out. So anyway, guys, that's it for the video. Click one of these 2 right here. You got to click one of these 2. You're still listening to me for no reason. Click one of these 2 right here, or Ronnie2K is your best friend, and I'm out. Peace.